I don't. Oh, there we are. It's a bit
We
slow
are
at my
live.
end. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're reaching us from. Welcome to the Lunch, Learn, and Earn online business Q&A, where we meet on from Monday to Fridays at noon, and we answer questions from our viewers. And Tuesdays and wait a minute, Wednesdays and Fridays, Tuesdays and Thursdays we interview people. Wednesdays and Fridays we answer questions, and then on Mondays we give you an overview of what the business is about. So welcome everyone. Thank you for dropping in, and please feel free to put your comments in the comment box, and um, and then we'll answer your questions and bring you up on stage if we need to. All right. And today we have, well, first of all, please let us know where you're from. We'd like to know where you're coming from, how far we're reaching, so that we can get to meet you guys. And that's the reason why we do these lives every Monday to Friday, is for you guys to get to know us, get to trust us, and get to get as much information about the business as possible. My name is Jose. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I worked over 35 years in the healthcare field, and I'm now an online business owner and love it. And I love helping women specifically, because I do better with women than men, for building a side hustle or even just a full-time business. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à notre émission. Nous sommes en direct du lundi au vendredi. Bienvenue, on peut répondre vos questions aujourd'hui ou plus tard. And here is my co-host, Benita. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, to say. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. We're happy you are here. Don't forget to leave your a comment. Where are you watching? So before we go ahead with our interview with our amazing guest for today, I would love to introduce myself. I am Benita from Ontario, Canada. More than 20 years here as a caregiver, and I'm originally from the Philippines, different background. But then I came to Canada, and what life is really uncertain for me, and I was retired. I'm retired early because of my health challenges, but I am so happy and grateful that I found this online business. Now we are going to inspire people. That I'm going to inspire people to that there is always hope. All right, so sa mga Bisaya, salamat kaayo tune in sa amuhang interview with our amazing guest for today. And yeah, so back to you, Sis Bisaya.
Thank you, thank you. And here now we have the pleasure to introduce you to our guest today, who also works in this online business. Now we're all individual business owners, but we love to support each other. It's a win-win. And go ahead, Grace. Please introduce yourself. Thank you for coming today.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Jose and Benita, for inviting me over. And it's my pleasure to be here to be talking about the business today. And yes, I love this business. So, to all the viewers, whoever is watching from wherever they are watching us right now, hello, how are you to all of you? My name is Grace, and I also live in Ontario, Canada for the last more than 20 years with my family here. And I joined this business, I think, almost 6 years ago. And right now I'm boss free and I'm loving this community, loving the business. So back to you, Jose.
Oh, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you for joining us, because we know we love to spend as much time helping others in the business. And every time we take a little bit of time away from doing that, although, I mean, this is a great way to reach out to other people as well. So let's start off with asking, what was your career path before going in, becoming a digital business owner, and how did that shape where you are now?
Thank you, Jose, for asking this amazing question. And I was always in the corporate world. I was always, a proper like 8 hours per day, 9 to 5.
Hmm.
Since I think, if I remember exactly, I started my first job in 1995, which is more than 30 years ago. So since always, and one more thing that I never liked working 9 to 5, but no choice, right? You have
Yeah.
to pay your bills and everything else. And especially when you move to a new country, you're trying to settle down. And so even when I came to Canada, I started with a corporate job.
Hmm.
And up until last year, March, I was into corporate job. But then because I started this business, as I said earlier, almost 6 years ago. So by the time, then I last year March, I decided, this business is giving me a lot. So I was really happy with the business, the performance, everything. So I decided to just be on my boss. Sometimes I really think that, you know, as a part time, should I work somewhere? Not as a part time, do this business full time, and as a part time, do something else because
Right.
it makes you go out of the house and and all that.
Hmm.
But yes, that was my life before joining this business. And as I said, like I always loved not working 9 to 5, but I had no choice. So
Hmm.
as soon as I got this opportunity, I grabbed it right away.
Very good.
Yeah.
Back to
Great.
you, Benita.
Okay, great, great. So yeah, what was the defining moment that made you say, yes, this is it. I'm going all in. What was it?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Benita, because as I said, I never liked like 9 to 5, but no choice. But at the same time, I looked into other opportunities, but I saw they were kind of like offline opportunities where you're being a salesperson and you're going door to door, selling things, giving demos of products, and
Hmm.
trying to convince your family or your friends, please buy this, please buy that. I never liked that. I never, because it's so hard to, to just like you are after your friend or family and they get irritated. So I never liked that. So I that kind of like pushed me off from starting something, offline. But then when I came across this opportunity and I realized everything is online. I don't need to chase anyone. I don't need to convince anyone to buy anything from me. And I don't need
Hmm.
to give demos of any products. So why not give it a try? And I started it as a part-time. So that was a win-win situation for me working online. So that's the moment I thought, Grace, you always wanted to stay home and do something, of your own. So this is the right time for you to at least look into it. And when I dig the deep diving into this business, I loved it. I loved the way we provide the training. I love, the language you can choose, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever language you're comfortable, with. So I said that's me. And once I tried this, I got into that. So now 6 years I'm here, and that's my life now. Thank you,
Oh,
Benita, for asking this question.
yeah. So how
I love
does
it.
yeah? Thank you so much. Yeah. So for those who are listening, maybe many people are also looking something, and you is I could see Grace as his very reason why he really dived into this business. So yeah. So can you recall a moment when support from the community truly transformed your direction and your outlook in this business?
Oh yes, community is amazing. When I joined this business, I thought, okay, it's an online, it's everything I have to do online, and I'm from IT background from India. So I thought it's on everything is on computer online. I can do it. But when I was thinking that in my mind, I was thinking, okay, I have this laptop here and I'm working here. That's it. That's the idea of the business for me was at that time. But eventually, when I came to know there is this big community who's ready to help you offline also, not only online but offline also, and that's really amazed me. And like this community is really amazing because not only my own mentor was available to help me out, there was the coaches and the other business owners like you guys. So I'm the kind of person, if I want to know something, if I'm stuck at somewhere, I will reach out to the whole world because I need to
Hmm.
sort that problem. And the community is so amazing, man. I love it because if the in a single sentence, if I think about my life before this business, my goodness, man, I can nothing. I was just running after money like 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, daily routine, same stuff. No
Hmm.
meeting friends, no community, no society,
Hmm.
nothing. But now I meet you guys offline also,
Right.
and online everything is just a win-win-win situation.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So the
Yeah.
community is amazing. Always help me wherever, and they still do. I still have confusion sometimes, and they always help me. They are always there. So that's a wonderful
Yeah.
community.
We have to keep up with the systems keep changing as well, right? So that's a
Yeah.
great way to be able to help each other out because we all have our own individual experiences with different platforms. We don't all work on the same platforms, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to not spend too any time chasing people. I love that part too, because nobody likes that. I even walking into a store like a clothing store, if somebody says to me, "Hi, can I help you with something?" Well, duh, I'm coming for clothes. Let me look around. That even bothers me. So people need to know that they're welcome to come if this interests them in any particular way. If they have, if they're listening, if you're listening and you're thinking, oh, this could be for me, I want a little bit more information. First of all, the first part of the information is all complimentary. So you've got nothing to lose. Nothing to
Yep.
lose.
Yeah.
So, Grace, what were some of the biggest early roadblocks in your journey and how did you push through? How did you overcome that?
Yeah, thank you, Jose, for asking me this question. And as I said earlier, that I was from IT background, so using the computer, laptop technology, doing other stuff was not an issue for me. But and as I also said that if I look back my life before joining this business, no community, no social life, only 9 to 5. So no expressing of myself either,
Mm,
right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have any, like, especially like when you're in a different country, it's not you don't make friends right away.
yeah,
So that was the issue when I came to know that I need to go live on my Facebook page so that I can express, about the business, about myself, about everything else. That was the challenge for me, really,
mm,
because I know that I can express myself very well now. I know, but I did not know at that time. I was thinking, should I say, what should I say? And if I say something about myself, and then I would think, who's listening to me? Who cares about my life? But now I know, even if they don't care, I don't care either. But I still have to take it out. I still
yeah,
have to say. I can still say, and especially, and when we are doing one-to-one conversation, they are there to listen to me. So I need to know how to put myself out there, how to express myself.
yeah.
So yes, me uh, going on live. Yes, I still remember the first time when I was trying to go live. I don't know how many times I did click, okay, I cannot do. But then I decided, no, Grace, you chose this line, you have to do it.
Mm,
So the first time I know I did like maybe a minute or 2 minute live, but it was just a little bit, I'm from here, from there, decide to do this, and then, okay, bye bye, take care. That's it, done. But now if you talk, I can do 24/7 live. I don't mind doing that. So
wow.
that was the thing, and I would say the roadblock, no matter what roadblock do you have, even if you're not from IT background, because this business is nothing related to you need to be tech savvy or anything of that sort.
Hmm.
No, it's just a simple operation of the things of the computer, laptop, or even
Yeah,
the phone. So you don't need to be tech savvy or anything. But because I was from IT, so I thought, okay, yeah, I would do it. But now I realize, even if I was not from IT, I could still do it really good.
right.
So yeah, so for me, the roadblock was going live. But I know if anyone else there, roadblock of being tech savvy or anything else, anything can be overcome.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jose. Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
for your answer.
can I ask you one question in regard to that? So what would be a mindset shift that you could tell to our viewers if they have this kind of thing? If they have to start this business, what is the mindset very necessary? Uh,
Yeah, I would say the first of all, the mindset is be willing to do something else. Be willing to change your life.
Mm,
Once you have that mindset that you're willing to change your life, then you can take the next step. All right. And if you're not willing, then you just see and you scroll through and then you go. But you know that if you want to change your life, you are willing to do it, then take the first step. And
right.
especially in this business, you are not into the business uh up until you think that you're ready. Even
Hmm.
if you see the webinar, you see all the, you attend the live webinar, you ask questions, and then you decide, and then you're getting added to a community which is smaller than our biggest community,
Hmm.
and then there you see how people are succeeding, how people are, happy with their life after joining this business, and then you decide to move forward, and then you pay 149. Even if you paid 149, you still have 1 month, and in that month you get to know the entire products, you get to know the entire commission structure, And if you think, you even get to know your investment, how much can you invest, right? And then at that time, still you think that, okay, I know this is not for me, I cannot do that. You ask for the refund and you get it right away. So
Mm-hmm.
it's always a win-win situation, and you don't have to pay 149 right away after you watch the webinar. You can still take your time,
Mm-hmm.
and then after paying 149, when you know that, yeah, you're getting your website done for you, you're getting the video based training and all that, you're getting mentorship, coaches 24/7, then you decide to move forward, and then you go from there. So the first thing I would definitely say that, give it a try. Especially, I think I would talk to the women out there, because these days women can do way more than why I think they're way more intelligent than men.
Yeah.
They should definitely give it a try. They should definitely, because I know they take care of their family. They can, because they're their wives, their moms, their sisters, and whatnot, right? But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, what are they doing for themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this business gives them the opportunity of doing something for themselves. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
If you think it deep down, even this thing, when they're doing it for themselves, they're doing it for their family,
Yeah.
at the back, because the entire family gets benefit, right,
Right.
Yeah.
from it. And especially when you know that in this business you can leave the legacy for your children, so why not give
Mm-hmm.
it a try, right?
Yeah.
And if it is not for you, then no one is pressurizing you to join the business. But at least, women, whoever is listening there, no matter if you're tech savvy or not, no matter if you have any business prior experience or not, nothing is needed. Just the willingness to start something new. At least
Yeah.
try it out. So
Yeah.
I think that would be the advice that I would give.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's wonderful. Thank you so much because,
Thank you.
we're so used to being told to, get a good education, get a job, work
Yes.
all that time, you get a house, get married, and the thing is that we're so programmed that way. But the thing is that with the way the economy is going right now, you really need. I know I used to have three jobs because again you want to
Me
make
too.
ends meet or you want to be able to put a little bit away for your RSPs or save for your children's education. But you know what? All this time when you're working three jobs, you don't see your children. So,
Yeah.
Right.
it's not
Yeah.
a very good program, right? And so being able to work online, you do that during your spare time. You can do that while you're at home with your children or on like right now, I'm 5 miles up on a lake in Quebec, helping my brother tear down part of the cottage so we can rebuild. And because we have the access to the internet, I can continue my business. Plus, I can write off my trip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Bonus.
see. We have another question for you, Grace. What advice would you give someone who feels stuck in their 9 to 5? Because I know I wasn't scared to start something new because I've always had an eye for trying to to build a better life for myself. Whether it was a business. The last one was a brick and mortar. We spent $550,000 on the brick and mortar, and it's already shut down 6 years later. Right. So, what would you say to someone who feels stuck in their 9 to 5 and is hesitating just to get more information?
Yeah. And as I said, willingness to change your life. And once you have that, and as I explained all the business, how the model works, how we are happy. And I would say that, do a second, there has to be a second stream of income, no matter what, no matter if it is this online business or something else. But if you start from here, eventually I've seen in my community, and I'm thinking of going that way too. I've seen like people starting this online business, which is online means no chasing people, friends or family and all that. And once this business gets built up, eventually like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, then you have the extra surplus money that you can invest somewhere. And then there's your another source of income. You get the money from there. So just have that kind of a mindset that, as many, sources of, because right now you don't have that much big amount of money that you can invest somewhere in the shares or in the property or something, and then you start earning. You don't have that, right? So you can start slow. You can start from here. This online business you can start. It doesn't need to have like big amount of investment and all that. Of course there is an investment, because like just like any other business, but because this business being online, you're not spending as much money as you would spend if you start something offline, right? Because
Exactly.
when you start, yeah, because when you start something offline, you're leasing the property, or you're paying rent every time. You're paying the gratitude, the money that you pay, and you paying for the advertisement and whatnot. So just start with this online money. Don't feel stuck. And if you're stuck, just as I said earlier, like, try, a few months, and if you are not interested, just back off. But if you're interested, this is the opening door for you. Once you start making more money down the line, then you can use that surplus money to put somewhere else and make money from there also. So that's what I would say. So don't feel stuck. And but which is kind of normal, I would say that too, because when I joined this business, I think I took 3 months to fully, being a distributor in this business. So take your time, but don't feel stuck, because, again, the same thing is, we are ready to help you. We are ready to do everything for you guys. But if you're not ready to help yourself, then there's nothing, right? So the first step you guys need to take, whoever is watching, we can just hold your hand and take you through. So
Exactly.
that's what I would say. Don't feel stuck. If you're not okay with the live, don't go live by yourself. Go live with someone else, just like us, right? So just don't feel stuck, and we are here to welcome you. If you are here to welcome yourself into this new venture. So that's what I would say. Thanks, Jose.
That was powerful. Just say we cannot hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. I turn it off because I'm at the cottage and people are coming in and out, and I'm trying to keep it
Okay.
quiet. So anyway, thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you.
Any last words, Benita?
I think yeah. So the what would be my last question? What would you say to the audience? So you perfectly said that to all who are watching now, if you are looking for something, anything that he, that as Grace said, like a plan B, like another way. It doesn't mean this business, or you can try another business that would be beneficial to all of you. So if you are interested to learn more about us, we have, you can take a screenshot in our Facebook page now, and yes, there we are. And you can also follow my business page, DAO Binky Digital, or you can email me at hello@daobinky.com, and my website is www.dao-binky.com. All right, so thank you very much, and back to you, host, to say.
Thank you. Thank you. And my business page is Jose Payne. And my email is info@gmail.com. And my webpage, if you go to the webpage, you're going to uh, put your name and email, excuse me, and you'll receive a link right away to watch the information session. So feel free to do that, as well as above. All this information is above in our description when you're watching the replay. So please feel free to reach out to us so that we can connect and get to know you better. And Grace, would you like to add your information?
Yeah, I'm okay. And if you think that you resonate with me, then just go to my website, liveagracefullife.com, and register there with your name and email address, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you for your grace.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your grace for
Uh,
inviting me, both of you. Thank you so much.
You are such a grace. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we'll see
Bye
everyone
bye. Take care.
tomorrow, same
Let's
time
do
at
it.
lunchtime. Bring your lunch, your questions, and let's chat. So we'll have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for
All
now.
right. Thank you for
Bye bye.
watching. Bye bye.